We've been hired to resurface all of this.
And?
Well, you carry on like this, there won't be anything left to resurface. Can you take it easy? Look, I'm off to the supply. You're in charge, OK?
Yeah, whatever.
Nice talking to you, too.
Back off! Leave it alone, it's nothing. Oh.
Enjoying the show?
Why are you trying to pretend that everything's normal?
Everything is normal, apart from my new lipstick. Don't you like it?
You know what I'm talking about. The biopsy.
What do you want me to say, that I'm scared witless?
No. But you don't have to go out of your way to hide your feelings.
I'm no good at all this heart-on-the-sleeve stuff.
Right. The results of the fine needle aspiration were negative. You've got nothing to worry about.
Except that my aunt died of cancer.
Which is why you're having the biopsy. It's just a precaution. What happened to your aunt? It doesn't mean the cancer runs in the family.
OK, if you'd like to go straight through, Mrs. Thomas. Tack, here's what I thought I'd never see.
What is?
You here at the doctor's. You always said doctors were for wimps. What's wrong? You look terrible.
I was drilling and everything went. I fell. I must have blacked out.
Blacked out, how?
How should I know? I'm not the doctor.
All right, you need to be like
Well,
that.
stop asking stupid questions. Where are the toilets?
Over there.
Sorry. Nice. Friend of yours?
It's Tanky works for me, Dad. Something's wrong.
Yeah, total lack of manners for one.
No, he's never rude, not to me. We used to go out with him.
Come in, take a seat.
Don't mind if I do.
Well, if it's you, you can stand. So, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Now, George is getting bored. She asked me to collect some stuff from her office. And...
Don't tell me she's finally going to tackle that paperwork. So, how are things?
Ah, yeah, you know.
Oh, I've seen that look before. Something's wrong.
No, it's, well, maybe. I'm not sure.
You're not sure? What about?
It's probably nothing. George thinks I overreacted. Making a mountain out of a molehill, I believe she said.
Right, so are you overreacting to the mountain, the mole, or the hill? You got to help me out here, Ronnie. I'm a little bit lost.
All right, yeah. Like I said, it's probably nothing.
Sorry. Hello? Yes. Look, can you just hold the line for a second? Thanks.
Look, don't worry, I'll leave you to it.
What are you doing later?
So, what was it? The rippling muscles or his sensitive bedside manner?
Don't, he's normally really sweet.
You could have fooled me. I don't think meatheads were your type.
He's not a meathead. A bit wild and he's got a bit of a reputation, but he's a good bloke.
Oh, I believe you, thousands wouldn't. I still don't understand why you're so worried about him.
The doctor can see you now.
Well, you're going to introduce me to your friend?
Nurse Walker, Faith. Pleased to meet you, Tank.
Not as pleased as I am. Well, I suppose I better not keep the doctor waiting.
You'll be okay.
Of course I will. I slipped, that's all.
You said you blacked out.
I said I slipped. Anyway, any problems? I'll give Nurse Walker a call.
I'll take it all back. He can be quite the charmer when he puts his mind to it.
So what do you reckon? 2 or 3 days? A week tops?
Well, no more than a week. It's just a strain.
Ah, good. Because I'm supposed to be fighting in a couple of weeks. I'm a kickboxer.
Oh, right. You any good?
Well, still amateur, but one more win and I might get a crack at the regionals.
Impressive.
It's not all down to me. I've Sarah's dad to thank for quite a bit of it.
Ah, Sarah?
Yeah, Barry helped sponsor my training. Are we nearly done?
Nearly, yeah. You never did tell me how this accident happened.
It just did. That's what accidents are.
Oh, it's lucky. Get it wrong with a pneumatic drill. Could be lethal.
I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing.
I'm not suggesting you don't.
So what's the big deal?
There's no big deal. I'm just saying that I count myself lucky I didn't do myself a serious injury.
So you'll meet me here? No, I'm not going to stop fussing, so... Yeah, I better go. Okay, bye.
Jimmy, hang on. You okay? Is that Amanda?
Who else would it be?
Did you get everything sorted?
I'm sorry, let this have to wait.
Feels good as new. Cheers, Doc. I'm sorry if I was a bit off with you.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Thing is, it's a bit embarrassing. It was the BC. Not that I'm an alky or anything.
I'm glad to hear it.
It was a mate's birthday party last night. I only had a couple, but... Well, it was me well gone. Woke up with a stinking hangover.
It's not the best way to start the day.
Yeah, I know. Barry'd have a fit if he'd known what state I was in when I turned up for work. Think I was old enough to know better. Thanks again, Doc.
It's all part of the service.
Looks like that's the arm resting cancelled. It's only a sprain. You know me, I'm indestructible.
No, you're not. No one is. So what's going on? You nearly bit me head off before.
You know I'm like about doctors.
What did Dr. Robinson say about the blackout?
There's nothing to say. I was hungover and I slipped. Look, I better shoot. Give my regards to Nurse Walker.
How was he?
He sprained his wrist, but he'll live.
And what about the blackout? Didn't tell you, did he?
Yeah, you can forget the jokes. Even one-handed, I'll still take you. Go on, I'll be over in a minute.
Sir. Listen, about earlier, I'm sorry, I've a lot on my mind.
It's all right. I'm getting used to the brush off.
I better go. I might be late back. I'll call in as soon as I know.
Jimmy, what are you doing to yourself?
Nothing?
Last time we spoke, you said your relationship was as good as over, and since then, you haven't even mentioned it. Did you even speak to Amanda? Did you?
Look, what happens between me and the wife is nobody's business but our own.
You're doing it again. Are you letting Amanda manipulate you?
Haven't you listened to a word I've said? This has got nothing to do with you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So, how are things with you and George?
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
It's not unusual, you know, for things to get a little bit tricky during pregnancy.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, upstairs in the bedroom department.
No, it's not that. Everything's... No, it's not that at all.
Sorry, mate, that's no offence.
You know my uncle died recently?
Yeah.
I found some of his paintings. Or drawings, really. They were horrible. Just... no sane man could have drawn them.
Are you saying you think your uncle might have been mentally ill?
Even the views are good. Better than some hotels I've stayed in.
Let's try, but it's not going to work.
Well, I wasn't doing anything.
I know exactly what you were trying to do.
Ah, Mr. and Mrs. Clay. I'm Mr. Carter, your surgeon. Sorry to have kept you.
Oh, please, call me Amanda. And this is my husband, Jimmy.
Pleased to meet you both. And I was delighted to hear the good news.
Good news?
Yeah, the FNA Dr. Parker did. The results are extremely encouraging.
That's what my husband keeps telling me.
I'm a GP.
Your husband is right to be optimistic. I'm confident that the biopsy will confirm what we already know.
Well, let's hope so. How long is this all going to take?
Yours is a true cut biopsy. Far less alarming than it sounds. You'll need a local anesthetic while we take a tissue sample. But once that's done, and we're sure there's no bleeding, you'll be free to go.
You'll be home before you know it.
I'll leave you to get changed. But in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Thank you.
I suppose you think I'm being paranoid.
No, of course I don't.
So my uncle and my sister's illnesses could be linked.
Well, people get depressed all the time. It doesn't mean that they're mentally ill. And anyway, even if your uncle was, it could have been caused by environmental factors like stress or bereavement.
What if it is a genetic condition?
Well, then it doesn't necessarily follow that your child would be affected. Look, psychiatric illness is a bit of a minefield, to say the least, but why don't I do some research and see if I can't put your mind at rest, yeah?
Tank, what is it?
Twice in one day, people will talk.
It's not funny, I just saw what happened.
Nothing happened. What are you doing here anyway?
I wanted to find out what's wrong with you.
Does it look like there's anything wrong?
I just want to help.
If you want to help, then just leave it alone, please.
What you doing here, love?
Sarah's just come to check up on me. Hey, don't know how to look after their patients at that surgery of hers.
Not again. What happened this time?
I got lathered last night. Had a bit of an accident, sorry.
How many times have I told you not to come to work hungover? I'm getting tired of your little accidents.
Sorry, boss. It won't happen again. And stop worrying, the wrist is fine.
Dad, what do you mean about little accidents?
You on a health and safety course or something?
No,
So what exactly are you doing here?
because I'm worried about Tank. In fact, I'm really worried.
Right. If you're ready, we'll have this over in no time. Unless you have any questions.
Amanda?
Just two. Will it hurt? And will I scar?
No and no. We'll make the tiniest incision possible. You may have a little discomfort, but nothing that a few painkillers won't handle. It is a very simple procedure.
I'll be here the whole time.
What about your patient?
No, I'm staying. No arguments.
Thank you. I'm all yours, Mr. Carter.
You'd like to follow me?
Look, Tank says he's okay. I say the same, and even the doctor agrees with us. But you still seem to think that we're all wrong.
He lied to the doctor, Dad. I'm telling you, he's not well.
Ah, and there's me thinking that you were just a receptionist.
Oh, don't treat me like a child. You never seen him this morning.
I did. He works for me, remember? He had a hangover, that's all. Other than that, he's never been fitter.
I thought you two were supposed to be best mates.
All right, you can stop there. That lad's like a son to me.
Well, you don't act like it.
Look, where's all this come from? And what is your problem?
I care, is that so wrong?
Well, it depends what you mean by care.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I'm wondering why you're taking such an interest in an ex-boyfriend.
Oh, you're not serious.
Oh, I am, and if you think you're going to get back with him, you can forget it.
Excuse me, I can see who I want when. I want it's nothing to do with you.
All right, though, and it's all about trying to get back with him.
That lad's like a son to me. Well, if he's so cool, why can't I go out with him?
Sarah, I have got lots of mates. It doesn't mean I want you to go out with them.
Yes, well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Tank.
He's a builder. That's all he'll ever be.
And what's wrong with that? It's all you've ever been.
Yeah, exactly. And you can do better. Much better. Oh, look, poor Tank. Should we call an ambulance?
Do you know what? I don't know why I ever tried to talk some sense into you. Either of you.
Sorry about this, Barry. I didn't mean to cause you any trouble.
She might be my daughter, but she's still a woman. You tell me, when did any of them make the slightest bit of sense?
Come on, pick up. Faith. Yeah, I know what time it is. That's why I'm calling. Now, could you tell Helen I'll be late? No, I don't know when.
What? You never seen a loser before? Oh, man. What are you doing?
Dad thinks the sun shines out of Tank's behind. He wouldn't even listen to me.
Or maybe Tank's telling the truth.
No way. He was scared, but too stupid to admit it. It's one of the reasons I dumped him in the first place, because he's always worried about his precious reputation.
You sound like you're sorry you split up.
It never worked out. Anyway, one of the only reasons I went out with him was to wind my dad up.
Why was that?
Because he's always wrapping me up in cotton wool. I wanted to prove to him that I was my own woman.
So you never even fancied Tank?
Yeah, of course I did. That's what made winding me dad up more fun.
We better open up. But I don't get it. I thought your dad liked Tank.
That doesn't mean he thinks he's good enough for me. I think he wants me to marry one of the doctors.
Come on in, we don't bite.
I'd be surprised if you did. Before you say anything, I'm sorry about the ruck with your dad. It was my fault.
I know. So why have you come back?
You were right. I did black out. It's not a problem, though. I probably just need a rest.
Look, why don't I give you a once-over? How often do you get blackouts?
Not often. More often than before. I used to just get a bit dizzy, but now...
Is it getting worse?
Yeah. I was still dizzy when I got here this morning.
And what happens, besides the breathlessness and the dizziness?
There's a bit of pain in my chest. There's nothing I can't handle. Look, I'm in top shape, yeah. I train every day. I work for Sarah's dad. I do security at the weekends.
Look, I think you need to see Dr. Robinson. And this time, try being honest. You need to tell him everything, and I mean everything.
Oh, Amanda.
That's fine, don't worry.
Give it about 3 days and then you'll be able to take the dressing off. A good long soak in the bath should do it. This is your prescription. They'll help with the pain. We'll be in touch as soon as we've got the results of your biopsy.
When will that be?
Within 24 to 36 hours. And in the meantime, Amanda, try not to worry.
Easier said than done. Thank you for everything.
It's my pleasure.
Right, let's get you out of here. I'll take you home and then I better pop into the surgery.
Do they know where you've been?
No, why?
Right. Because I hate people fussing over me.
Really?
Well, most people.
Faith's going through your ECG results with Dr. Robinson. He'll see you soon.
Surprised us in it all. I feel like a right time waster.
Well, you're not the first patient to be economical with the truth.
Very diplomatic. Look at me. Too scared to even wait inside.
How long's this been going on?
I've had the breathlessness, the exhaustion, the pain for years. It's getting worse every day.
Don't understand why you try to hide it.
I'm a kickboxer. You start showing any weakness and you're stuffed.
Yeah, well, you could have told me, Dad.
I haven't told you the worst. I started using speed about a year ago.
Speed?
Working, training, fighting. It was all too much. I just needed something to get me through it, you know. Barry hates drugs. I couldn't tell him.
And do you think the speed's causing the blackouts?
Nah. They're the reason I started using it. All to keep up the show. It's pathetic, isn't it?
Look, I grew up with me, Dad. You don't have to tell me about trying to live up to a reputation.
You must think I'm a right fraud.
No? Bit of an idiot, maybe.
Dr. Robinson's ready to see you.
Good luck.
It's like one of those movies. You know where the cops say someone's died? All that stuff about being hungover.
You were lying. Yeah, I know. Right then, let's start again. And this time...
Yeah, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And please, do the same for me, yeah? I don't need any pussyfooting around.
Still can't believe it. Tank's like Dad. He hates junkies.
Using speed doesn't make him a junkie. Anyway, it looks like his problem started long before he turned to drugs. Not that speed would have helped matters.
What is it? Are you okay?
Can you call Barry?
Yeah, of course, why?
I've got to go to the hospital. The doctor's sending me to see some heart expert.
Cardiologist?
Yeah, that's the one. I better get going. Don't look so worried. I'll be soon.
Go with him, I'll cover for you. Go on, it looks like he needs your support. Okay.
What's that? Where is it?
Please don't get upset.
My best mate's in hospital. You tell me not to get upset.
Please, just listen to me.
All right, far away. I'm all ears.
He came into the surgery and, turns out he's got something wrong with his heart.
There can't be. He'd have told me. I would have known.
Yeah, he didn't know himself.
I can't believe this.
He's seeing a consultant. Shouldn't be anything too bad.
Well, of course it won't be. He's as strong as an ox. Tank, what's happening?
Serious, isn't it?
You better follow me.
Tank.
Do me a favour, mate. Let me do the talking. Please, otherwise I'll just mess it up.
Consultant found something, didn't he?
Yeah. He reckons I've got an arrhythmia. Don't ask me to spell it.
Well, what is it?
It's my heart. It's not working too well. Look, I know I said that these accidents were down to the drink, but I was lying. It's this thing with my heart. It's been causing me to black out.
Well, yeah, but I've seen you at work. I've seen you fighting. If there was anything wrong, you wouldn't have been able to handle it.
That's the point. I couldn't handle it. Sarah will tell you about that later. Is that okay?
About what? Oh, sorry, I'll keep it zipped.
Part of my heart is too big. They don't know whether I was born like it or it's because of the training. Well, either way, it's not working properly.
In what way?
Well, he had me on an exercise bike and I nearly fainted. My heart stopped beating for a few seconds and that's what's been causing the blackouts.
But, I mean, they can fix it, right?
Well, I think so. He's getting me a bed now. I've got to have a pacemaker fitted. There'll be no more kickboxing and I'm going to be off work for a bit. I'm sorry about all this, Barry.
Sorry, nothing. Look, don't worry about a thing. You know, anything you want, money, anything, you just leave it to me.
Cheers.
You're going to be all right. I know you are.
Yeah, I know. Could you give us a minute? I need to talk to Sarah.
Yeah, no problem. Look, don't worry, all right? I mean, it's all going to work out.
I think he's more scared than me.
How can you be so calm about it?
I suppose it's because I finally know what's wrong with me. I've been lying to everyone for months. To Barry, my mates, even to myself, and I'm sick of it.
Hank, you should have told someone.
Come on. You know me. Real men don't get sick. I was scared and I didn't have the bottle to admit it.
I'm so sorry.
Cheer up. You've always hated the hard man image anyway. And seeing as that's well and truly gone, who knows? Maybe, you and me? That'd really upset your old man. Oh, you big time. Thank you.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, how did it go?
He's got to have a pacemaker fitted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Seriously, you were the one who spotted the problem in the first place. Thanks to good mates and, well, without you lot, I don't know what would have happened. It's not much, but, you know, I just want to thank you all.
Thanks. Listen, at least they've caught the problem in time. Once he's had the pacemaker fitted, he'll be able to live a perfectly normal life. As long as he behaves himself.
Don't worry, I'll make sure he does. Look, is Dr. Robinson still here? I'd like to thank him.
I'll give him a shout for you.
You all right?
Still trying to get me head around them drugs. Why didn't he talk to me?
Didn't want to let you down, didn't want to hurt you.
I've been a fool, ain't I?
No, it's not your fault. He's a big boy.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the stuff I said to you.
Don't have to say it.
Yeah, I do, Sarah. I'm proud of you. Always have been, always will be. And Well, from now on, if you've got anything to say, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen properly. I'm going to let you and Tank down, didn't I?
Dad, stop giving yourself such an hard time. You're the best mate a guy could have. And that's what I'll always love about you. Got a good heart. Oh, it's in a minute. I've got to take care of something. Jimmy! Jimmy! Do you know what? I've had it up to here with people ignoring me today.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. I thought we were supposed to be friends.
Look, we are, but things have changed.
Look, I know you think I'm interfering, but I care, and I just hate seeing Amanda use you.
She's not using me, she needs me.
And that's what she tells you.
It's the truth. Look, no one's supposed to know this, OK? I was gonna talk to Amanda, but she found a lump on her breast.
Don't believe it.
What do you mean?
Well, you were about to break up with her, and then suddenly she finds a lump. Don't you think that's a bit convenient?
You know, the reason I wasn't in this afternoon was because Amanda's supposed to have a biopsy, but I guess she must have fooled the surgeon as well as me.
Jimmy! Jimmy, I'm sorry! Jimmy!